Hey golfers, Will here, Golf Psychologist, combining everything from the world of sports psychology and psychology in general, in addition to quality golf instruction, into one power-packed lesson every single week here on YouTube, just for you, the avid golfer out there wanting to get better. And kind of just want to speak to the unique aspect of what I'm going to be trying to do is I am not only a golf teacher, but also a PhD student and in the field of sports psychology. So I'm on my way to becoming a doctor, and I have the perspective of both of those worlds that I'm balancing, and I'm trying to combine them together in these videos. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of just typical golf tips that you can find everywhere else. I'm really wanting to fill a unique niche here and give you something that's worth you tuning into. What I'm learning about psychology and the way that our brain works is that sometimes we have to trick our brain in order to get us to think about something in a different way. So the way that our mind works is we develop patterns, and then our brain develops a firing system for that pattern. And then if we want to change that, we've almost got to have a way of rewiring that. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. So maybe some of the problems you're having with your game is not so much that you're not practicing enough. Maybe it's the way that you're practicing, or maybe it's that you have a bad pattern that you don't know how to overcome. And so one way you can think about it is to trick your brain. So I'm going to give you an example. So what I like to do is think of different philosophies with the golf swing. What I mean by that is come up with different perspectives and look at things in a different way. So when I address the ball, one thing that's been helping me is to think of the backswing as if I am trying to take up the space between my feet and the ball with my body in the backswing. I'm not trying to move off the ball and turn my right shoulder. I'm really trying to turn my left shoulder and my left hip into that space. So the way to trick your brain into thinking more about maybe what your left side is doing in the backswing than your right side is to swing with one arm. And so I'm going to address the ball, and I'm thinking about just taking up that space with my body between me and the ball. I'm going to turn my hip, turn my shoulder. Then on the downswing, I'm just trying to get the left side out of the way. So filling the space, getting it out of the way. And then what I'll do is just practice that a few times. And then I'll just try to hit a ball. And it's amazing how far I can hit some of these shots with one arm. But by using one arm, you're forcing your brain to think of a different concept and then able to apply that to your full swing. Then when you put two hands on the club and you go to do that again, you almost have an advantage, because now you've rewired your brain by those exercises, and then you go into actually hitting a normal shot and see how that helps you create new patterns in your mind, the signals that your brain is sending to your body when you're doing a golf swing. So that's just one of those things that you could do. Another thing is you can kind of trick your body by like just standing on one foot and hitting balls. Let's say that you're struggling with getting back to the left side, and it's hard for you to really finish on your left side. Well, stand on one leg, and again, you're just tricking your brain into the feelings and the sensations of balancing on that lead leg. You can also do a variation of that where you start on 2 feet, you pick up the left foot on the backswing, then you pick up the right foot on the downswing. So it's kind of like you're doing this. To get the feeling of, I'm not going to come into impact until my left foot hits the ground. So that's another thing you can do as you're just kind of maybe trying to work on a specific thing. But just a brain hack for you to create a little shortcut and make your practice session a little more effective. Hope it helps. Feel free to comment below or ask a question, and I'll get back to you. Good luck.